Some parents might see examples of 3D printing online and think, that looks awesome, but the setup must be a nightmare.
And if your kid's anything like me, they wanted out of the box and printing as fast as possible. No manuals, no waiting, just go.
So in this video, we're testing what the setup actually feels like for real families with very little experience in 3D printing. No prep, no overthinking, just opening the Bambu Lab H2S and seeing how easy it is to get it running for the first time.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm Evan.
And I'm Ryan.
Welcome to the Bonding Blueprint.
Before we bring the box in, here's what we're doing today. We're gonna unbox the H2S, get it set up in the print room, put the AMS on top, turn everything on, and make sure the printer is ready to go.
And the AMS is the automatic material system. It keeps the filament dry and feeds it into the printer. I didn't know anything about this before, but it's pretty cool once you see what it does.
We're keeping things simple for this video. No computer software yet. Bambu Studio, which is Bambu Lab's slicer software, we'll get into in the next episode when I start teaching Evan how to download models and send them to the printer.
After we get everything set up, we'll be printing a couple of Benchies to see how the first test prints look and if the utility cart is stable enough for quality prints.
All right, so we've been incredibly patient. The printer's been here for about 2 weeks and we haven't opened it because we needed it for the unboxing video. Evan's been a champ with his patience. So let's get the printer out here and get to work.
What the heck, dude? That's not very nice.
Sorry, bad transition. My bad. We're still working on our transitions. We'll work on that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Big box here. Why don't you come over? You can't even jump that tall. All right, so obviously, big printer.
Yeah.
We're gonna pretty much get this out of the box.
Another 2 seconds.
All right, so we'll just cut these safety straps off. Here, I'm gonna tip it forward, you get the straps out. Not that that can't wait. Good. First thing to do with this box is to pop these little tabs. Looks like they just come right out anyway.
Can I open one?
Yeah, you can, actually. They're harder to pull out than I thought. Anyway, ow. Yeah, you have to pop the middle section out first. Remember, it's just like a drywall anchor. So when you pop it in.
Can I just RIP it?
I don't think you can, that's the problem. Nope, let's not ruin the box, because we do have to save the box. They said save the box in case you have to send the printer back for shipping, so we can't damage the box too much. All right, you get that side?
Yep.
Okay, straight up. Hopefully we have room above. We've hit the limit. We've hit the limit. Oh man, all right. Well, pro tip, don't do what we did.
What'd we do?
Put it on top of a table to unbox it. Big box, probably shouldn't unpack that on the table. You should unpack it on a floor.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna slowly unravel all these things. Careful, because there's a box on the top.
Can I take this off?
Nope, hold on one sec. One at a time. We're gonna do this slow. Neither one of us has unpacked one of these before.
I thought you had.
Styrofoam.
'Cause you had a...
I had a resin one, but this is different. And here, another foam piece for you. We'll check out all the side boxes here in a second. All right, so yeah, go ahead and pull the tapes down. Those tapes, and then we got 2 over here.
Okay, I got my side.
Okay.
And I'm guessing you just lift.
I don't know, but hold. Let's not, no need to rush, okay?
Daddy, chill.
Yeah, more trash for you. You get on that side, I'll get on this side, and we'll lift it off together. Nice and easy over the top, first layer, okay?
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
So most of this is just cardboard packing around the printer. This printer's massive. What's that?
It's a rock.
A rock? We bought a 3D printer and all we got was a rock? That's unfortunate. Hey, it's like really weird bubble wrap.
Hey, can I pop it?
You can try. I don't think you can pop it. Yeah, it's not quite like bubble wrap. It's too big. All right, let's see. Okay, so it looks like the plastic is just taped on. Now the question is though, do I want to take the printer out of the box and then remove the plastic? Come on, helper.
Huh? What?
Helper Bob.
Hi, what?
All right,
Hi.
I'm gonna lift up the printer.
All right.
And you're gonna take the box out from underneath, but be careful, there might be stuff inside the box that I don't know about, okay? So I'm gonna lift the printer up, take the box out, but make sure you don't tip it in case there's like accessories in it,
Okay.
okay?
Got it.
Good?
There's only this piece, which we probably do need.
Maybe save. Oh no, those are the corner braces
Oh, well then.
in the box. This is incredibly heavy to pick up by yourself, so use a buddy.
Can I open the other side?
I did pull up that one already, but see if there's anything else to open up or any tape. I think now we're just.
not.
All right, well help me slowly pull the plastic back here. So oh, does it open? Ah, all right. Do it that way.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
My baby.
Is this your baby? All right, I'm gonna lift this up and
Okay,
get the plastic,
got
all
it.
right? Ready?
Good, got it.
I'm gonna tip the printer, let's pull the blue mat back underneath the printer. It'll let us rotate the printer around a little bit better. There, now we can, right, the printer will. So let's do this so people can see. Help me spin it. Okay, so front of the printer,
Back of the printer.
back of the printer. All right.
Oops, crushed my finger.
Okay, 2 or more people are needed. Oh, hey, guess what? The pro tip on top of the box says 2 or more people are needed to carry the printer due to its heavy weight. So don't be like me. All right.
Yeah.
Why don't you?
Do you want to take off the
Once you start
plastic?
taking off the tapes.
Okay.
Okay. Just finger pull the edges. It's like packing tapes, so it should just pull right off.
That's so cool.
Oh, so hold on. Let's turn this back around so they can see what's going on, right? So what Evan was just doing is he removed the tape, but then he was pulling on the plastic, which is actually wrenching on the door and bending the door. So you don't want to do that. You want to take off both pieces of tape first. That's right. This is why we're doing it, right? It's learning, right? So now that the tape is removed, the
me
whole
see the
thing
inside.
opens up. There's more stuff to take
That's
out.
boring.
It's boring. Well, of course, it's not printing anything at the moment.
Now
All right,
can I
so
do it?
nope. Take this tape off first. That tape off first, and then I would venture this plastic is probably comes off nice and easy. But you definitely don't want to pull, like this door is thin and it's flimsy. So if you start
Yeah, I
pulling
didn't
on the
mean to, like,
plastic, no, I know.
repeat
That's
it.
why I said stop. All right,
Stop
so
in the
it
name of
looks
the law,
like
buddy.
this is packed in a way that you shouldn't have to force anything, okay? So see what I'm doing is there's this like little opening to the plastic. So I'm very, very gently opening that up without putting any pressure on the door, okay? And then,
That is so cool.
nice shiny door.
Oh, it's got this.
Oh, yeah, why don't you grab that? Can you reach it?
Yep. Goes inside the 3D printer, so I don't want to fully take this one off.
Oh, it
'cause
goes in, yeah, that's a good
inside.
call. That might be taped to something that we're gonna see in a second once we get these top ones. Can you get this last one right
Yeah.
here? So that's where filament feeds into when you're feeding filament into the back of the
Let
printer.
me guess, this is a poop chute.
That's the poop chute. And for those watching at home that don't know what a poop chute is, whenever a printer changes, yeah, go ahead. Whenever a printer changes filament, swaps to another filament, it has to purge. It has to purge that that line, and when it does that, before it picks up the next filament, basically creating a little bit of printer waste, and sends it out the poop chute. All right, so this top thing, definitely don't just pull it off and start swinging it around, because it actually is a holder for the glass door here. So, ooh. Careful. There, all right, so this is glass. We're gonna be careful with this.
I do not want to break it.
Got it? All right.
So that's basically just a replacement door.
No, I think that's actually for the top. The top is probably gut. Ooh. So some more foam pieces that we take out of here. And for now, I'm gonna put this back, but I suspect we're gonna need to get back in here shortly. But cool glass top to it, so you can kind of see down into the top.
This is so cool.
It is pretty neat, right? It's
I've never seen it through. What are these?
It's bigger than I
I'm
thought it
guessing
would.
these are the flaps that like.
Yeah, so this
throw
is
air out?
Yeah, don't force it though because it's motorized. So when the printer starts running, careful, that's going to eat your hand. It might go boom. When a 3D printer prints, basically melting plastic, and so there's some fumes that are created. Different types of filament create different types of fumes, and so a lot. Yeah, go ahead. So a lot of times, I'm going to give them a tour. So a lot of times when it's printing, it needs to exhaust fumes out the back, and that's what you would actually attach a external vent hose to or something like that to exhaust the smoke out the back. And so you could attach like a magnetized chute to the back of this, and then it runs out a window. And that way you can pipe the fumes out if you're using it in a space that requires that. Okay, so
It's the sheet.
hold on. Now,
I've always wanted to see one of these.
yeah. Now make sure you don't touch the top of that sheet. Okay.
Why?
I think it has a plastic coating on it, but if it doesn't, you don't want to touch the surface of the build plate because your finger grease because those build plates are sticky, so the plastic sticks to it when it's printing. If you touch it with your fingerprint, that grease will make it so the plate's not sticky anymore. And from what I read, you can clean them to get the fingerprints back off, but you're just better off not having fingerprints if you can help it. There's no manual yet, so maybe there's notes in here. I think those are tools. This mounts to the back of the printer for when you want to have an external spool. Oh. Comes with a little kit, looks like some lubricating oil, rubber feet, different rubber stoppers, looks like a replacement, maybe a print head, some Allen wrenches for servicing, and a bunch of other stuff that I have no idea. For right now, let's put all the extra parts back there.
I'm gonna electrocute. Bye.
Are you gonna try to mount filament to my back?
Yeah, sure.
Also, apparently, it looks like it comes with some silica gel, and I don't know if that's for the printer or to keep the hoses in the bag dry.
Do we need this?
That box we don't need. So we had to look around a little bit just to make sure we knew what we were kind of doing. So we're gonna take this glass lid off. That fits these holes. Let's see, I think you can see it from the camera angle. So there's 4 little bolts you gotta take off. When I ordered the printer, I also ordered it with the AMS, which is Automatic Material System. I'll probably have to add the actual real term down below. Get it? Oh, there's some more on the sides too we'll have to take out. So what we're doing right now, the AMS is actually packed inside the 3D printer. And so Evan's loosening what I hope are all of the correct bolts. There's a bunch of zip ties holding the print head in place so it doesn't shift around during transit. All right, so while Evan finishes taking out all of the bolts, I just want to let everybody know, Evan and I chose to kind of wing this process. Evan didn't want to sit through a video, but Bambu Lab does have a really great unboxing, how to unbox video on YouTube. I'll link it down below in the description. They call out every single bolt. They have really great camera angles showing everything that needs to come out. So highly, highly recommend watching that if you're not comfortable just winging it like Evan and I. And here we decided to move this over to the utility cart that's on casters to make it a little easier to get at the various sections of the machine, and it's a little more approachable for Evan. So once you take off those top 2 brackets, this is the automatic material system. Geez, I really ought to look that up and find out what it's really called, huh? Has a bunch of plastic wrap on it just for fingerprint purposes. Okay, so we're gonna take out this middle support bracket out. Everything has a little red decal on it that shows, hey, pull the screw out. So what I was just talking about here, get it to focus, each of the screws that you need to pull out has one of these little decals around it. If you're not comfortable with tech as much as we are, then I would also say definitely makes sense to watch the video before you do this. Obviously, when you're snipping these zip ties, you want to make sure to not damage any other wires or things like that. Let me get this out of there. This is what we shouldn't be touching. and it doesn't look like it comes coated. I'll have to research build plates. Usually the ones that I saw have like a little peel pad on it.
Can I touch that?
I don't, oh, this is fine. This is the heated pad. Different filaments have different heating requirements for the build plate. Before you get ready to print, this plate heats up and in turn heats up the build plate. Okay, so we'll take a little tour here of the printer. So this is little LED screen, touch screen. It flips up, flips down. That'll power on later. There's the heated bed we were just talking about in the bottom that heats up the build plate. This box here pushes fresh air into the printer and then out the back there. And then right up here that's where the filament comes out. That's the print head that moves around and does all the magic. All right, from here, no need to bore you. We pretty much just empty out the packing material in the AMS. We remove all the screws from the 3D printer. Comes in a little bag, has this little safety key. There's a little notch right there in the bottom. And then there's a notch in the bottom there. So you got to make sure that bottom notch lines up with that bottom notch to get it into the correct spot. Okay, so we've taken everything and we've brought it into our new printer space. Anytime you're running expensive electronics in your home, I highly, highly recommend getting a battery backup system for that. They are cheaper than replacing an entire 3D printer when your 3D printer gets fried due to an electrical storm or something like that. So, all right, so we're gonna take this, we're gonna move this out. Now, of course, this is the cart, we have on wheels.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you want to plug it into, on the battery backup, there's two sides. One that says battery plus surge and one that's just surge. Don't plug your printer into just the surge side or you lose the benefit of the battery backup. So we are going to take the AMS and we're going to put that on top also. And that just sits right up top. Okay, all right, here, come here. I want you to see how this works too, right? This is also teaching
I know,
me.
but where's the other piece that connects here?
Oh, go ahead and grab that. I didn't think to grab that. Oh, that also makes it so we can't put the printer right on the edge too. I didn't think of that. So what Evan's referring to is the external spool holder. So the AMS on the top is there, so it holds spools. It will also dry the spools out and also feed the spools into the printer depending on which spool it's calling for. So what Evan's doing is he's lining up this notch.
With that?
Yeah, he's lining up this notch with this little holder.
What's
and then
even
it just kind of slides on there. So that's so if you've got 4 spools up here and you buy a different spool for a specialty print, you can put the spool here and feed it directly into that nozzle, okay? So next, you're gonna take, the kit comes with 2 hoses of 2 different lengths. One's longer than the other, okay? This tube and you feed it into the top of the AMS.
And then I think you take this.
Yeah, and put it into the top
in
one.
Here.
Yeah. Is that all the way in? Okay. So what that does is it allows the AMS to feed filament, whichever of the 4 wheels it picks. It'll feed the filament through this, and into the printer. Go ahead and turn it on. I guess we'll give it a shot. All right, I'll step out. All right, so we'll slide this back into place. I don't think we need to.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Can
I open it?
It lights up and everything. Hold on one sec.
Do that.
So we have to program, we have to tell it what to do. So.
Can I do it?
Yes. Okay, so first you selected English, right? Do you know where we live? North America, very good. Okay, so now so it also wants you to connect to the Wi-Fi and that's so you can send files to it. So once we did that, it's saying use the Bambu app to scan and log in. So, okay, so once you get the app installed, you just kind of accept a lot of the notifications, things like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and add our printer. All right, it's gonna get named TBB Printer 1.
TBB Printer Jimmy.
Fine, we'll call this Printer Jimmy. I don't know why he wants to call it Jimmy, folks, but...
Because I do,
because he does, that's fine.
He's Jimmy now.
All right, so we've got TBB Jimmy linked up here. Okay, so the printer is now linked to the app. So now that we've got that done, go ahead and hit next. Let's see what happens. All right, so you have to agree to the terms and conditions. So you hit accept, remove the 4 screws. So we did that. We did take out all the screws. Remove the black foam, which we did. Okay, so this is gonna take 28 minutes. So what this is gonna do, this is getting ready to calibrate our printer. And so what it's doing is it's gonna calibrate for noise, vibration, and some bed leveling. So before we do that, lock the wheels on this because it's gonna probably move around and do some stuff, right? Cart, which doesn't seem to do a whole lot. Sure, go ahead. Oh, leave the door open because we're gonna, once the calibration lifts up the thing, you're gonna reach under and grab the foam out. So we won't film this whole thing, but it's kind of cool. It's moving around, it's doing its thing. So you put a filament roll here into the AMS and it should kind of just sit in there and line up, I'm guessing. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, as soon as you start feeding the filament in to the little nozzle there, it runs it all the way through the AMS until it gets into position. All right, so we're just going to quickly load up the other filament spools. And unfortunately, when we were unpacking the ABS filament that I ordered, the spool separated. And when that happens, unfortunately, the filament expanded just enough. Now I can't get the spool back together. So lesson learned, and one of the first early prints we're going to have is apparently going to be a spool rewinder, which will let you transfer filament from an old spool to a new spool. So Evan's back and we're gonna do a quick Benchy print. He's been dying to check it out. So we're gonna do a quick Benchy print and show you what that process looks like. The settings menu down here, you can turn on the light. So you can turn on the light inside the bed so you can see better. Leave the door open for right now. Okay.
Can I stick my head in?
Sure. Just make sure you don't touch the build plate with your face. So now you want to go to the spool menu for the AMS. So what? Yep, that's what it, yep. Okay, so now you want to click on the red one, okay? And you want to hit load because you're going to load that filament because that's the one that you want to print with. All right, we're going to zip through this really quick, but just to explain what's happening, before I had printed a black filament Benchy, and now Evan wants to print a red one because we're testing the utility cart versus the workbench. So anytime you change colors, it needs to purge the previous filament out of the line and then load in the new color filament into the nozzle before printing.
Just that?
Yep, so you're gonna choose, you wanna print files and you're gonna print the boat.
That.
All right, so now hit next. Now, all right, you want to make sure that it's using the filament that you want. So it looks like it's got the red filament, right? So go ahead and hit print. All right, so after getting everything unboxed, set up, calibrated, and running a couple Benchies, here are our honest first impressions of the Bambu Lab H2S printer.
It was way easier than I thought it would be. The printer looks huge, but we could actually figure most of it out without watching a full setup video.
That's right, the whole process felt really intuitive. The packaging walks you through each step, the screws are marked, the foam tells you what needs to come out, and nothing felt too confusing or risky. The first calibration was incredibly smooth. A couple button presses and it was started. The H2S basically handles everything automatically.
We printed two Benchies, one on the rolling cart and one on the big workbench. They both came out exactly the same.
Which honestly surprised me because I thought the utility cart would shake way too much. But between the anti-vibration feet and the calibration system, the printer didn't seem to care much at all.
Dad already printed the poop chute for our next video. That one was really fun and came out way better than I thought it would.
Yeah, and I've been doing some test prints off camera to learn the software before teaching Evan in the next episode. And honestly, the more we use the machine, the happier I am with the decision to purchase it. It's incredibly user-friendly, very well built, and hasn't given us a single issue so far. Evan's excited, I'm excited, and it feels like the perfect printer for a family learning together. If you're following along with our 3D printing journey, thanks for hanging out with us for the setup. This is only the beginning, and we've already learned quite a bit just from the unboxing and getting the H2S running.
Yeah, and next time we finally get to start using the Bambu Studio software, I'll learn how to download models and send them to the printer myself.
That's right, so if you want to follow along as Evan learns the software, or if you're a parent trying to figure out if 3D printing is the right fit for your family, be sure to subscribe to the channel.
And if you want to see how the poop chute works, that's coming soon.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video.